Hi everyone, this is Paul Lang from Disciplined Trading Strategies here with a play of the week for the week ending September 10th. The play this week was GE. It was a short on Thursday the 7th. The strategy was based on a pro gap and the entry was based on a 1-minute pattern failure type of entry. The management was simple. The overall average reward to risk was 2.4 to 1. I took two targets, as I like to say, one cheap, one big, and it worked out well for the day. When I'm done reviewing this, I'd like to take a minute and go over some questions that I had when I did last week's play on FINL and may clear up some things about the play of the week and where they come from. Here is the GE play. This is the daily chart of GE, as you can see right there. And the stock this morning was a gapping stock. Not all my plays are based on gaps, but this one was. This type of gap actually is better seen on an hourly chart. There's the hourly chart or a 60-minute chart right there, and that same gap opened right there. On this particular day, this was a bearish gap that needed some intraday confirmation. Looking down to the 5-minute chart, you can see the gap that occurred on the 5-minute chart, and in that second bar right there, about 9 minutes into the trading day, I made my decision where to short. The short was underneath 24.49 with a stop over 24.58. The first target, when it kind of got that surge down a little past 10:30, I locked in a first target over 24.32, and then the second target was actually end of the day. When the stock surged down right around 2 o'clock, I put a cap on it at 24.01, and it just went out at 24.02. It never really went any lower, so I pretty much got the low of the day on that one. Overall, over $1,200 in one trading day from one single trade. Now, the question a lot of people have, both last week on FINL and probably this week on GE, here's a couple of things that people are asking. Are these plays playable by people in the DTS trading room? The answer is yes, they absolutely are playable. As a matter of fact, I am a very calm, methodical type trader. I review everything. I give everyone a watch list in the room at 9 o'clock in the morning. And here's an example of the watch list from this Friday. It has stocks on there from the daily charts that I scan. Every night I scan about 1,000 charts and look for ones that would be good for longer term plays or for great intraday plays based on the daily chart. I also look at the gapping stocks from that morning and summarize a list of the ones I'm most interested in, and also what's called a carry list. It's kind of a miscellaneous list that could have a lot of different purposes. Everyone's provided this as both a picture and an Excel sheet if they want to copy and paste it into their own platform. Additionally, I take the time at 9 o'clock then to take 30 minutes and review all the things on these various lists and create what I call a hot list, the things I'm most likely to play during the first 5 minutes, 30 minutes, hour, 2 hours of the day. I take the time talking on the mic from 9 to 9:30 and then go right into the open with whatever plays I'm looking at. So everybody is well apprised of whatever I'm looking at for that particular day, and at least 90% of my plays that first hour come from things that were discussed that morning pre-market before anything else happens. I rarely find something new during that first hour other than what's on the list already. So you have plenty of time to decide what you want to do on all of these. The next question was, are these all just, you cherry pick the best trade or two of the week and the rest all stink? Well, no, that's not at all the case. I'm very consistent, been doing this for a long time. Of course, there are losing trades, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to show losing trades occasionally in the trade of the week because you can actually learn more from losing trades. But this is an example like GE this week. It happened on Thursday, and you can see there were 3 trades that day. They were all winners. The whole week, as a matter of fact, I actually had no full losers at all. The first trade of the week was a half loser, and everything else was green. The room was only open 3 days this week, so 6 hour worth of profits. It's a very nice week for a full week, and that was only on 3 days. If you go back to the week before that with FINL, where some people ask, well, how did that week go? Well, FINL was one of 2 winning trades on Tuesday. They were both very nice trades, and the overall week was great. Now, on this particular week, I had a losing day on Wednesday. That'll happen sometimes. This is kind of a typical week, a losing day, a couple of nice winning days, maybe one really nice winning day, and a kind of a McDonald's day. That's what Friday was, just kind of a little bit of a winning day. This is a typical type week. I'm very consistent at doing this, and this is what to expect, and this is phenomenal because that's all you need to make this a great living. So there's a lot of things about the room, including the fact that the targets that I pick are generally nice sized targets. I'm not a scalper type person. Some of my entries and exits are very refined, but most of the targets, at least one of the targets, has a sizable amount to go. It's not to say I'm not taking profit sometimes on a half or a third on something that moves pretty quick out of the gates, but most of the targets are good sized targets. So if you want to play along, you have time to do that and to really follow what's going on. The plays are posted in writing as well at the time or before I do them, and that's after hearing me talk about them ad nauseum all morning long. So there's absolutely no confusion about what I'm doing, what I'm looking at, and what you can do if you want to. That's up to you, of course, what you follow along with. So the bottom line, it's not your typical trading room. It's not a scalping room. And that may be good or bad. Some people don't like that. I can't please everybody. But I like to think of it as a very unambiguous, calm, calculated trade type of a room. Everything's posted and playable for those who want to participate. Most plays have sizable targets, including all day, sometimes and sometimes overnight, and sometimes swing and core. And there are a variety of plays to maximize profitability. What I mean by that is Friday is a good example. On Friday, I had a watch list of stocks that I might have liked, but I explained to everybody that the timing that morning with the market and what I was expecting from the market made it such that it was very unlikely that I'd have anything to play from that list the first hour. Well, luckily, because I like doing gaps as well, there were 3 gapping stocks that were all things I put on my hot list, and one of them turned out to be GE that I ended up playing. So by having a variety of tools in your tool belt, you have the ability to kind of switch gears when you need to and find the best of the best plays for that particular moment. The room opens at 8:30, and I am the only one that's on the mic. I'm the only one moderating. I'm the only person that you're listening to. I've done rooms for many years, and I think the best of the best rooms happen when one person's in charge. I'm not saying that I am the only way to do things, but when people are learning, they want to develop a system, develop a method, and not be confused by multiple concepts being thrown at them. And even for people who've been experienced and been around for a while, just the additional ideas, benefits, and insight from a consistent source is something that's very helpful to most people. So that's what the room is about. If you want to find out more about it, you can go to my website at disciplinedtradingstrategies.com, go to the services tab, and you can find out some more about the room as well as what you need to do to take a trial. So until next time, this is Paul Lang from Disciplined Trading Strategies, and good trading, everybody.